Tyler. Kluge.
Jock assholes like you have ruled the roost for far too long.
Brian the Freak.
First thing I wake up, smell my balls.
Jason Wells.
I'll show you an asshole. Watch this.
Marvin the Legend Dumas.
I have crabs. Yeah, enjoy them.
And your host, TJ Miner.
A beer or sex in 3 days.
Mayhem Unleashed.
Which one of you assholes just stuck his finger in my asshole?
Starts now. Oh my God. What a wild day so far. I'm TJ Miner. This is Mayhem Unleashed. And that looks like Gibbons is in for a change. You may speak now, Gibbons. Dude, I'm not hearing you at all. What's going on? What is this? Tyler, tell your mom to stop messaging me. What the hell?
Tyler's mommy keeps messaging me.
Oh my God.
And I've asked for him to tell her to stop. Just don't do it. And I just wish that maybe that one day that maybe, have you ever had that time when, just Tyler tell her to stop?
You sound like you've been gagging on Tyler's wee-wee, I mean, I'm just telling you.
Not Tyler's wee-wee, but his mommy's wee-wee. I guess they call it the clitoris.
Oh, my God. You're just having too much fun with this. I'm telling you, you really are.
Please tell your mommy to stop messaging me. Okay?
Oh, my God, man. So, there is a good reason why we were late tonight. Would you be amazed at that there is a good reason?
You said you had a good reason?
Yes, I have a good reason why we were late tonight.
Tyler, I don't know anything about your mom. You've never spoken about her.
I have not had a chance to talk to you about that yet, but yes. His mom does have some health issues going on right now. So we hope Tyler's mom gets better. And
information that could have been used probably about 30 minutes ago before I decided to do the bit. Fuck thick.
He did tell me last week. I just had not had a chance to relay to you yet.
Sorry, Mama DeWitt. It's just all fun and games. Nothing personal.
Except for against Tyler, because, we're always looking to fuck with him. No, we had not had a chance to say anything yet, Tyler. It's been a busy week. Maybe if you would get your head out of your fucking husband's lap, you would know. My God. By the way, Tyler is... Hello, daughter. Tyler is not really at work today.
Well, no, because he's in my bedroom.
No, Tyler's really not at work today. We have discovered, thanks to Fat 420, that Tyler has been cheating.
Bastard.
Oh, it's bad.
Oh,
it is very bad.
There's a picture.
No, I'm going to show the proof right now that here's your proof that Tyler has been cheating.
Oh my fuck.
I mean, can you believe that? Tyler's cheating on Fat 420 with what?
Is that a bag of Cheetos?
It's a bag of Cheetos and a shit stain. I know. There it is. There's the proof. Tyler is at Steve's apartment right there in that picture. We have proof.
What the fuck's wrong with you, Tyler? And why you would do this, the fat 420?
I know. What a fucking shitbag husband. What a shitbag husband. Oh, no, it gets even worse. It gets even worse. Because Tyler's not just cheating on Fat 420 with Steve. Tyler's also cheating on Fat 420 with Dog Food Lady. Look at that.
What the fuck? Who the hell is Dog Food Lady?
That's Dog Food Lady.
Jesus.
My God.
Why does he have a look on his face like he had to take a shit?
Well, I think it looks like he took a big shit.
Oh,
But that's not the half of it. Look at this.
and that's what
Tyler, look, Tyler even sent a picture of what his penis looked like after being with Steve.
I want to
Are
know
you ready
what
for this?
that
Look at this. I can't believe this. I can't believe it.
Cheetos, penis.
Steve says, Fat 420, please keep your wife on a shorter chain. What are you going to do? There it is. There's all the evidence laid out. Tyler and Steve and Dog Food Lady are all having affairs, and Fat 420's left at home with nothing but a Cheeto in his hand, But there is a good reason why we were late today. But
Okay.
before we get to that, I see that you are wearing the hat for the Springfield Sliders. And I know you've got some news on that.
Well, let me
How about putting your voice to normal there? Let's have a decent show talking about some fun stuff. No, you're muted again, Gibbons.
Damn it.
Now you sound normal.
Fuck you, Tyler. So there was a big press conference that took place this week in the land of Lincoln, and not only was this press conference had to do with the fact of baseball, but it also had to do with entertainment and some really off the wall events, and then a little bit of wrestling involved as well.
Oh, there you go.
So I went ahead and I messaged this lady that I met at the anyway, that's a different story. I messaged this lady to get a reserved seat for this press conference, as I figured it was going to be quite secretive to get in, so you'd have to have a special thing.
Right.
And said, hey, my name is Timothy Gibbons, and blah, 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 blah. And I get an email back and said, I got your spot reserved. We'll see you at 1:30.
Okay.
So I get there. Of course, I'm late because I did attend a visitation or funeral that day for a very good friend of mine's aunt. And when I get to leave,
I have such a loving daughter, by the way. You see this?
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, I'd slip and fall, so I have an excuse to not go to work.
Man. So I get up there and I walk in a door and I look behind the wall and I see news channel outlets with cameras, all these reporters, SJR is there.
Right.
Some other stuff. There's a
I slip and fell, daughter. My hip hurts.
Oh no. So there's a There's a new. Here's a better look at the picture.
Very nice. Capital City Baseball.
They this group of investors decided that they wanted to come in and they wanted to change what we perceive as baseball here in Springfield for the better. Now don't get me wrong, there was a lot of fun at the old time ballparks when it was the Capitals. When sliders first came around, there was quite a bit of fun and stuff at the ballpark, and then they've done whatever, and here we are today. It's an entertainment group. It's a Golden Rule Entertainment is the name that they have decided to join the baseball community in Springfield, Illinois, and announced they entered into the agreement of purchasing the Springfield Sliders baseball team.
Okay.
Now, the gentleman that's the big dog in this, the president is named Jamie Toole. That's Toole.
Okay, so not TOOL.
Yeah. So
Okay.
he's had 20 plus year veteran experience in the minor league baseball systems.
Very nice.
Guy's been around baseball for a long god darn time.
Right.
He's the general manager of the Jupiter Hammerheads down in Jupiter, Florida, unlike what his partner called not Florida.
Right.
But, he's bringing a whole new thing. It's hard to explain, but we're going to see a different side of baseball here in Springfield. You're going to see
Good.
renovations and improvements to Robert Roberts Stadium.
Oh my God, that'd be great.
You're going to get to see a lot more entertainment during the innings of these games, before games, after games, and so many of the dates that the stadium sits empty. You're going to see a lot of entertainment happening in this building.
Are they going to get strippers?
I doubt that they bring strippers.
Damn.
But when
I mean, my girlfriend would get mad, but I want to do a line off a stripper's ass now that I'm going to be retired.
Oh, well, there's,
And I thought it'd be great to do that at the ballpark.
Yeah, well, maybe in the bathroom.
Ooh, that's not a bad idea.
But there's other parts of the entertainment part of this, and that's where WWE Hall of Famer, none other than Double J Jeff Jarrett, bought into of this group. So instantly red flags fly in our area because we do wrestling here, and we've worked with the Sliders for 8 years.
Right.
The first red flag that goes up is shit. I got to get into this press conference. So
I'm glad you did.
Streaming a press conference live off my Facebook page. Got Crime Fighter next to me with a camera recording it. They have Jeff come up and talk about the main reasons why he's here. And then they go, we're going to go ahead and take some questions. Zoom! My hand was the first one at top the ceiling in that building. And everyone.
Right.
So I was the first to ask the question, and I went straight in and said, look, hey, ladies and gentlemen of the room, my name is Timothy Givens. I am an owner and operator of a professional wrestling group here in Springfield called Pinfall Wrestling. We've been operating now for almost 12 years. We've had a last 8-year working relationship business agreement with the Springfield Sliders. Jeff, with you coming in, and we all know your reach. We all know what you can do, and we all know what you've shown us before, but you want to talk about community and giving back to the fans, giving back to the county and to the city. Where does that business relationship go starting in 2022 with you guys and us and any already previous business agreements? And he addressed it professionally, not corporately, so I knew he was giving me a legit answer.
Right.
The owner of the ball team did the same thing, gave me a straight up answer, no corporate BS. So to cut this long story short, I stood up to talk to Jeff Jarrett. The first thing he looked at me and said was, "What's your name again?" I told him my name, and then he started asking me all about pinfall wrestling. And we talked.
Very nice.
8-9 minutes, before we took a picture, and I went on. Most people you go to talk to, they look at you kind of like you're a mark, and they just kind of like shake your hand, like, yeah, thanks, and just push you off, right? Jeff listened, and he asked questions. He didn't have to, but he was interested, so he did. He gave me his email address and his personal contact information, and we've already been in contact about a few ideas that I'm pitching to this group on a couple of different opportunities. On my way out, the owner stops and goes, "Is that wrestling guy?" Comes up and talks to us as a group and inquires about PWA. So I went ahead and extended the hand right then and there and said, December 11th, we have our next show called 'Twas the Fight Before Christmas.
Very nice.
My hand to you and any one of your organization partners that want to show up. Comp tickets to come watch the show of the group that you're not going to want to let go. So we got that.
Very nice.
Got an email from Jamie today, and I got an email from Jeff today as well about the other two huge opportunities that I want to present to this group. And I will be typing that up soon and sending that in. And if you are all paying attention, one of those opportunities is already in the back of my mind, and it could be the one that I'm looking for. And the other one is a business opportunity through another business to sell food at their ballpark. So I've got some huge business opportunities to network in this whole deal in a 3-pack.
Nice. Very nice. Good for you, dude.
Talk about opportunity.
No kidding. And you know what? And especially opportunity. I mean, look at Tyler's name.
No! That was so amazing!
Oh.
I'm very interested to see where this goes and how this plays off next year with the baseball and what they bring in for entertainment. I think it's going to be a pretty neat deal. They didn't come in here like the Grand Wizard Casino was like, this is what's going to be this and this and this and this. And this shows a bunch of flashy shit. They gave us a background. Each one of them investors themselves. They told us who they are, where they came from, how they got here. They showed us what they already have done and then said what more they're going to do when they start here. So, I mean, it could be a huge, huge, huge deal.
Yeah, hell yeah. Man, I'm looking forward to it. Wait a minute. What the hell, Tyler? Really?
Why is your hair gray?
Why does your name say you suck Cheetos pee-pee?
Oh, my God.
He's blaming
I know so minute he's fucking with me.
Oh my God.
Reconcile with Brent. What the hell did I do to Brent?
I don't know. According to your neighbor, though, she has decided that she is going to get you and Fat 420 mayonnaise and whipped cream for your wedding present. Surprise.
Is it Miracle Whip or is it crab?
No, it's the yellow. It's the yellow style whipped cream. You know,
it's shit from 1900.
How do you know what? Like?
Because that's the shit that he was eating on that fucking video.
All right, so I've got to admit we are late tonight. Normally we start at 7, but tonight we start at 9, and there is a reason. As everybody knows, my girlfriend and I, we reconciled after a year and put everything back together, and we're doing really good.
Wait a minute. You're going to blame this on you guys doing something tonight?
Well, yeah.
What the fuck? What a way to... Oh, it's a cop-out, bitch.
There's a good reason that did not involve sex.
I was going to say, it better just turn out that you guys were fucking, and that's why we're late.
She got me a Christmas present. And Kluge actually was there when I got to unload the Christmas present out of the trailer when it arrived.
Oh, uh-oh.
She got me a new motorcycle.
Oh,
yes, she did. For Christmas, she got me a new motorcycle. I've got a 2006 Honda VTX now, bagger, real nice bike. Me and the bike had to get acquainted, and we had to get to know each other. And
Nice.
she is a very responsive bike, much more responsive than most of the women I've ever been in bed with. But just very responsive bike, fun bike to ride. And it was so sweet of her to get me this bike for Christmas. And, I had to spend some time with her afterwards because of course I had to go ride the bike, get to know the new bike, and then, spend some time. And she's like, I want the keys. I'm like, you want the what? No, not the keys. But no, she bought it, and she does know how to ride. So I was like, all right, fine. And I left her the keys, and she's going to put the title in the safe, and I transfer the title tomorrow. And the bike's going to be in Springfield for a while because it's just a little too chilly to try to ride her home, but I got to admit that was probably one of the nicest Christmas presents I've ever gotten, is I got a new motorcycle to enjoy with my now impending retirement.
So what? You're gonna have 2 bikes now, one for her and one for you?
1, 2, 3. I've got 3.
Oh, so
She
one for
has-
you, one for her, and one for your daughter.
She has 3, or she has 2. I have 3. There are 5 motorcycles between the 2 of us.
I want a motorcycle for Christmas.
I was happy to get a motorcycle for Christmas. Tyler, you are not Kluge. And why are you drinking at work?
It's a full throttle. It's not a beer. I wish it was a beer.
Looked like a beer.
Sure did.
Didn't it look like a beer?
Yeah. Like old English can, like the gold and the red and all that.
Yeah, right? Like fucking nasty beer even. It wasn't even good beer.
Hey, so you want to hear a funny story from work?
Tyler went to work with you?
No. This involves a chicken drive-through and a phone number.
Tyler, quit sucking on that while we're on the air.
Now he's drinking ginger ale.
He's trying to get the taste of Cheetos out of his mouth.
Oh, for what the fuck? You're trying to push him on me now? Jesus Christ.
Well, we know you're a whore.
You know you take it.
Whore for chickens, but I got standards.
No, you don't.
With Steve? Oh, God's sake.
We know you do, Steve.
No.
You would be happy to. You would feel honored to do Steve.
Steve sent me a sample of their first song that they've danced together to already.
You would feel honored if Steve did you. You want to go home with that shit stain on you.
I'd rather get dragged behind your motorcycle till there's nothing left of me before I even consider touching that fucking pus infected.
Nope.
8 white minimum.
First one I'm taking for a ride on the new bike is going to be my daughter. She deserves a ride on it. Now, granted, the girlfriend's taking the bike home tonight. She's going to ride it first, but, well, I rode it first. I already put 100 miles on the bike. But, no, the first one that will ride with me is my daughter. You'll be fine without a helmet.
You put my helmet on.
Girlfriend's taking the bike on her own. She's getting, and I said, and I told her very pointedly, I was like, look, if the bike gets bitchy, she's really cold-blooded. She's like me. She don't like the cold. If she's really cold-blooded and she's bitchy, call me. And I will drive back down to Springfield and I will ride the bike home. Don't fuck it up. Let me, dude, oh my God. I wish I could have gotten a better look at this in the daylight, but I got some daylight look at it. The bike is a black, green, gold with a metal flake and a purple kind of a purple in there too. Chameleon paint job.
Ooh.
Decked out with Bluetooth CD stereo. I mean, this is like all of the bike that I've wanted for a while. 1300cc VTX. Python drag pipes. I mean, this is a great bike. And I rode this motherfucker everywhere tonight.
It's got one of them little mini fridges, and you can put it in the saddlebags to hold beer.
Not yet, but it will. And
Well,
no,
yeah.
Tyler, you cannot have any of my beer out of my saddlebag because you have been sucking Cheeto pee-pee.
I have not been sucking Cheeto pee-pee.
That's not what I heard.
No.
But I will
I can't even look at Cheetos thanks to that joke.
I will put some Italian beef in there for you because we know how much you like getting slipped the beef. What do you think?
Well, guys, I gotta get back to work, so I'll catch y'all later. Fucking hate this job.
Whatever, pussy.
Yeah, sissy.
Well, before I go, I just want to let you know. Catch y'all later.
My daughter
Gibbons,
says it's okay,
fuck you,
Tyler. The Cheetos will look at you.
Fuck the Cheetos and fuck all of y'all.
I love my daughter.
I'll catch y'all later. By the way, Gibbons, fuck you.
Sissy. All right. So Pete says that his Softail is Jade Sungalow Pearl. Green, but looks blue or purple in a certain light.
Sounds like a really cool color scheme.
Dude, I'm telling you what, man. I mean, I got on this VTX and she's cold-blooded. Tyler, please bring cheese balls instead of Cheetos. Oh my God. Oh, leave it to Steve. But no, man, I got out on North Grand, and I'm telling you what, dude, I cracked this bike open like there was no tomorrow. I'm like, I gotta know.
Wait a minute. So wait a second here. I got to come back on here face to face on this one. So you're cracking up and down my fucking street, but yet you can't fucking take 5 seconds to stop and say, "Hey," and then zip on back by.
Well, where are you at on North Grand? I don't know where you're at.
I live down close towards the National Guard. Close.
So you're at the opposite end of North Grand that I was at, because I was closer to Ridge.
I mean, I used to live on that side of North Grand, but I don't know anymore. I live on this other side.
All right. Well, you know what? I'm going to be down there tomorrow to go ride around some more, so I'll ride the bike over.
Well, shit. I'll have to check my work schedule to see what time you're going to be in town.
Well, I don't care, because if you're at work, I don't need a window to ride the bike through the drive-through.
No, you sure don't.
I love that bike, man. I had a blast. And, you know, I own a few motorcycles. I've got my Harley in Texas. I've got my VMAX up here. Now I've got this one. And this is the one I could ride cross country with. This is the one I could throw all my stuff in the bags and go. You know, the VMAX is a great bike. I love riding my VMAX. The problem is 90 miles, I'm looking for a gas station. This one has got a 5-gallon fucking fuel tank. Fill it up, you know. Oh, bye. I'm gone.
Yep.
And dude, I mean, no, and like we were standing outside the bar she works at, and she's like, I want to hear it. I haven't heard it yet. I want to hear it. So I walk over and I fire the bike up. Revved it a few times, like, sounds great, right? Shut her down, walked over, and she goes, that sounds better than my Heritage. And she's got a Heritage Softail Classic. She's like, that sounds better than my Heritage. I'm like, I know. It is such a fun bike to ride already. And I'm looking forward to some more road time. I mean, that's a bike I could spend some time on the road with. Yeah, there you go, Fat 420. My daughter says it. Everything will be okay in the end. Tyler will get it in his end. Yeah, Pete's got an 01 Heritage Softail Classic. Oh, man. Yeah, I am definitely a non-romantic. No, in all honesty, you know, if we didn't have the show to do tonight, I would probably still be in Springfield. Just enjoying the bike and loving it and riding it and having a good time. And when she gets off of work, I'd be like, leave your fucking car. We're taking the bike home. You know, I really would. But I'm happy we reconciled this. I really am. And like, you know, Kluge's been around the two of us, and of course, you know, Gibbons, you know who the girlfriend is.
Yep.
And everybody says, other than the money side of things, which was the big problem the last time, other than that, we really do complement each other very well. You know, she's full of shit. I'm full of shit. It works. And nobody ever, I would never invite anybody to hear our pillow talk. Never. I mean, would you? What? You want to hear it? Do you want to hear our pillow talk or something?
No, I don't.
No?
It looks like Irene does.
I will guarantee you our pillow talk is a lot funnier than anything Tyler and Fat 420 would have. Hey, Amanda shit today. It's about time. Yeah, Fat 420 says apparently Tyler likes inviting Dog Food Lady and Steve for pillow talk. That sounds like a group conversation. My God.
Could you imagine? Just sit
No.
back in your mind and think.
No.
Could you imagine?
No. No, I don't want to imagine that.
Steve, can I have some of those Cheetos? Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Oh, God. Oh, man. Yeah, you know, send Steve the poop pic. Hey, Steve wants poop pictures for Christmas.
Oh, I can do that. We're going to do, you know what? I got an idea right now because
you have an idea. I'm nervous already. You have an idea.
We need to do the 12 days of poop pics to Steve Christmas.
Oh, God.
Each day he gets a poop pic from a certain random person that we all know, and it has to be 12 straight days of 12 different pictures of poop. Steve Christmas.
All Steve wants for Christmas is some big poop pics. Some big poop pics. Some big poop pics. All Steve wants for Christmas is some big poop pics. Somebody send him a running one.
Yeah.
Oh, God. He's like, oh, my God, no.
Well, in reality, most people don't really need to take a bunch of laxative at once to poop. I mean, that's your fault. I mean, you only want to use just a little. That's all you need.
See, I've got to give Steve a lot of credit because he loves getting the poop pics so much.
Right.
That now Fat 420 no longer waffle stomps. Because he wanted to make Steve happy that now he poops in the toilet, takes a picture and sends it to Steve. Because he's...
Fat 420, but if you're already in Brazil, Brazil nuts, or they just call them nuts.
Oh God! Hey, one turd out of the toilet is a giant step for mankind.
Yes, it is. Speaking of step for mankind, one giant mankind. So today, oh no, what the fuck? Oh, wait a minute.
I do have 2 news stories for tonight too.
Ah, great. So I haven't made a post yet on the old Facebook book face, but
Book face, huh?
I got good news today.
Did your wife get you a motorcycle for Christmas too?
No, I didn't get a motorcycle. No.
Sarah, get him a motorcycle for Christmas. Come on.
You wouldn't even know what to get. Anyway. starting the first of the year. Second weekend of January. I will move on to my next phase in my job. I'm stepping into another program that puts me from here to here inside of the company. So I will be discussing further details on it when I have the other half negotiated. Right now I have the program to move on, and they're pushing me where they want me to push. So that's good news for me because that's a
big old jump in pay, huh?
Huge. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I get paid good money. I do. I get paid really good money now, but this is a huge jump in salary, and it's very beneficial for my family. This is the one that puts my family where we need to go.
Good.
And I won't have to go anywhere. I don't have to live in Iowa. I don't have to go live in the Chicagoland area. I don't have to go live in Ohio or anywhere else. I can just stay right here. Home little Springfield town, and still do what I already do, but get paid a shit ton more.
Very nice. So are you going to wind up getting poop pics?
I mean, I'm going to take as many poop pics. I'm even going to tell my workers at work that, like, look, let me you want to know how you go to work and you can tell who are the crazy minded and the weird people? You literally just stand up in the middle of the work area with all your coworkers standing around you, and you look them all in the face, and when they say what's wrong, you just look at them and say, I shit my pants. Laughing like a little fucking 5-year-old. Those are the perfect people. You go to them, you say, I need you to take pictures of your shit and send it to Steve for 12 days of shit pics, Steve Christmas.
There you go. Steve will be happy with that.
You know how many fucking pictures of shit he would get from my workers at work because they're constantly anyway.
I want to make sure Steve is very happy for Christmas. And we all know that Steve wants poop pics for Christmas. So we've got to make sure he's happy. And why is your cat making biscuits on your side? My daughter. I don't know. She's related to me. That explains everything.
Yeah, well,
You know, I mean, it is what it is. She's like, I want a helmet if I'm going to ride with you. Really? I've been riding for over 20 years. You're worried about a friggin' helmet. In a no-helmet state. My God. We're not playing baseball. We're getting on a motorcycle.
Right.
Yeah. You don't need a helmet on a motorcycle.
Helmet's no good.
You know what the helmet's there for if you're riding a bike? It's there to help you identify the body. I would not kill you. Saying I would kill you. Not kill you. Have I died yet? More than twice. Yeah. Fab 420 says it right there. When he rode with his dad, all he got was goggles.
Right?
Gibbons, did you ever go on a ride with any of your family members when you were a kid?
None of my family members owned a motorcycle.
Do you like to ride?
Yeah, I rode on a couple motorcycles. I rode on a buddy's motorcycle over in Virginia one time. Some bitch didn't bother to tell me that's a little tricky. And I took off and I went to go to shift in the second and I gave it a little gas. And that motherfucker shot me right up on the back wheel and right across the fucking street. I almost knew a car.
Pete, I haven't worn a helmet in years, and I ride the Three Twisted Sisters in Texas.
But no, I don't own them. None of my family did. But I have rode motorcycles a couple times.
So why don't you buy one?
One, I don't have nowhere to put it. Two, I don't have the money for it.
I mean, I'm telling you what, man. Aside from flying, the motorcycle's the next best thing. Because you know me, I love to fly. I love being in the air. I love to fly. The very next thing is the motorcycle. And I love being out on the bike. Again, tonight, just phenomenal to be out there again on my own bike, crack that throttle open and let her rip, and just gone, and just loved it. And not to mention that I have such a great girlfriend that she got me this bike for Christmas. And it was literally everything I wanted. It's a bagger. It's the whole ball of wax. It's everything I wanted. So, shit, I should have reconciled with that one a while ago because I'm a fucking idiot. She even tolerates the way I love a steak. She will, we'll go to a steakhouse, okay? Pete says, Georgia has a helmet law. It sucks. Never wore a helmet in Illinois. Heard people say I wear mine on the highway. If I crack up 70 mile an hour, I'm not sure. I want to live through that accident. Okay, and I can see that. I was doing 90 on Interstate 10, and my tire went out. And this is when I had my old KZ 750 down in New Mexico. It was Kawasaki KZ 750. Pete, or Steve goes, Ray got a PS5. I got a bike. He wonders if he'll get lucky. Steve, you're going to get lucky. You're going to get a lot of poop pics.
Poop.
And your wife wants to know why your face is so close to the camera she can see your nose hairs.
Like that. The camera's way up here. I'm sitting back on the other side of the desk. I don't know why it looks like it. It's kind of think because of the format.
It might be, we could do it like this, but you don't look as close. But
fuck you, Sarah.
Steve says, plenty of poop pics.
Yep. Oh, Cal Rudman died today.
So anyway, yeah. Amanda says, time for you to pluck that.
You can't grow the good ones like that.
All right. So like I was saying, I was in my mid-20s. I was riding my KZ 750 from Las Cruces, New Mexico. And I was riding to Tombstone, Arizona, which we did 4 or 5 times a year. Tire went out. I'm doing 90. I had to shake the bike down. I hit the sand. Bike chucks me off of the back. I land in a cactus.
Nice.
It hurt. So I've been down. It hurts. And it really just depends on, and everybody there's two types of riders, and Pete will back this up. You have those who have been down and those who are going down. Period. If you haven't laid it down yet, it's going to happen. And I've had plenty of people, I've never laid down the bike. It's coming. I hope it's slow when it happens, but it's coming. And sure as shit, within a couple of weeks, I'm right. The problem with Illinois and riding is you've got to pick your time. I love being on a bike. I love riding. It probably one of my greatest passions. I love, when she and I were together the first time, my VMAX was under some repairs, which I'm just now wrapping up, but I didn't have a bike to ride. So I'd steal hers when she wasn't looking and I'd take off, and she'd get so pissed. Why did you go put 11,000 miles? Well, I had to ride. I needed to ride. I needed my fix. And it is, dude. It's like a drug. I've got a friend of I seriously have a friend of mine that loves riding as much as I do, and he had bikes. And I'd get over to his house, and he's like, "You got yours running yet?" And I'd look up, and I'd literally go like this. Give me my fix. I need to ride. So when you get into it, it's you have to do it or you hate it. And there's really no in between. So, and all right, like my uncle in Texas, he and I are very close. And we are a lot alike. We have got to ride. It's put it in the vein. I got to go. You know what I mean? His older brother owns this beautiful electric blue ultra classic. Beautiful Harley. That fucker's maybe had 300 miles put it on it in the last 4 years. He spends more time polishing that bike with a diaper than riding it. That poor bike. When you get a bike and you start riding and you really get into it, that bike's a part of your life. It's a part of you. It's part of who you are. And I love my VMAX. Don't get me wrong. I love that bike to death. I will probably never get rid of that bike. But because she bought this one for me for Christmas, I'd say it's right up there. I mean, it's not as special to me as the VMAX is. But give it time. And I got a lot more fuel capacity, so it's crack that whip. Let's go. I'm road born again.
Road again.
I'm going to ride that bitch again. Ah! God, it felt good. Of course, now, when I got back from riding, okay, I got back to the bar and I pulled in. And I walk in the door and I sit down and I got a drink, right? Yeah, I could see that. Pete says not enough miles since he moved to Atlanta because it's uncomfortable on a bike. Traffic there is a fucking nightmare. And I agree. I mean, it really is. Traffic in Atlanta sucks. But Pete, you're in Atlanta. February is bike week in Daytona. And you're warm enough to leave and go to Daytona for bike week. Bike Week. Love Bike Week in Daytona. Really do. It's a blast. So yeah, dude, I mean, and if you're nervous, Givens, nobody will make fun of you for getting a moped right out of the gate. I mean,
I can't afford a motorcycle.
How am I evil? Bike Week is close. Go to Bike Week. Get like a dog seat to put on the back of the bike and take your dog with you and go. Puppy seat.
Puppy.
Now, Givens, I mean, seriously, if you you get a moped, nobody's going to make fun of you often.
I wouldn't buy a moped.
I mean, riding a moped is kind of like riding a fat girl, Yeah, there you go. Get a sidecar. Put the pup in the sidecar. Riding a moped is kind of like riding a fat girl. It's a lot of fun until your friends catch you.
I thought sidecar motorcycles were pretty cool.
They are pretty cool. That's where Pete needs like an old 1943 military server car.
Right.
Yeah, he's got the bike, he's got the sidecar, everything's there. Go, Be perfect for the pup. But no, honestly, I tell everybody, and this is something I did myself. I tell everybody, start small. Okay. My first actual real road bike that I got to ride out on the highway was a Honda CB750. Now, the late 70s Honda CB750s were kind of like the crotch rocket of their day. They were really fast bikes. They're a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. But my actual first bike was what's going on, Diggs? So my actual first bike was actually a 600 Honda, a VLS, which is the baby shadow. And I had a blast on that bike, and I got a lot of fond memories of it. And I've had a couple of smaller bikes over the years, but I really started getting in, just in the last probably 10 years, I started getting into the bigger cruisers, and that's more what I like being on now. Those are a blast. That is awesome. Diggs is in the chat room. We're in trouble. But yeah, I had a blast. And if you're just starting out, I say, you got to start with a smaller bike, because you got to get used to how it handles. You got to get used to how it feels. You got to get used to leaning into your turns and stuff like that. And once you get that feel, move up. So it is a gradual process. So Givens, for you just starting out, you'd be great with like a 535 Yamaha Virago, a 600 VLX Honda, the 600 Vulcan, the smaller bikes. You're not going on the highway right away. You're not going to do long rides. So start off small. Build your way up. Like, I would ride down and meet Pete and then go to Bike Week. Except I hate the cold. And that was the downside with today. It's like my hand is still hurting after riding today. It really is. Just because of the arthritis and the cold, and I'm still trying to warm up. But it is. No, go ahead, man. Okay. Okay, so Pete said he did the ISU motorcycle safety course on a 205 they provided. When he finished, the instructor said, "Congrats, now go to a bigger bike." And he said, as a fat kid, the 205 was just too small. Yeah, and I agree. You know, that's 205 is good for like beating around town. You're not going to get up to highway speeds on a 205 and take off. I like like I said, I like getting into the 5 and 600s as a first bike, as your first road bike, and getting out as a road cruiser. And I recommend that. I'm like, get into something a little bigger and ride it. And I've got a friend in Decatur that started off on a 250 Rebel, and he never got any highway time. And finally moved up to his now 750 Kawasaki, and he's riding that everywhere. This VTX that I just got, that thing's a beast. I can get on the highway and crack that whip open and let her roll, and I'm up to, well, on North Grand, it's like, pow, I'm up to 50. Yeah, always take your license test on the smallest bike you can find over 150cc. Pete's absolutely right. And then once you got it, just start and build. And that's all you got to do. Now, you'll never have the experience to get on my... Now, I would let Pete ride the VMAX because he would respect that bike. But that bike is 190 horsepower at the rear tire. That thing is insane. So you figure 700-pound curb weight for a bike. Then put your ass on the top of it. That's how much weight you've got. And this thing's putting 190 horses to the rear. Can you crap yourself in a matter of about 3 minutes? That one will make you do it in about 3 seconds. All right. My girlfriend's starting to get some experience riding. And Givens, as you know, she is still afraid of that one. She's like, I'll ride the Honda all day long. I was like, you want to take the VMAX? She goes, no. No. She don't want to touch it. Pete says he also took the advanced ISU course on his Heritage and said it was also worth doing. You know, I'm thinking about doing it myself. Once I get a better feel for the VTX, I think I'm going to go take the advanced course just for fun. Steve said his first bike was a 1980 KZ900, and the last bike he owned was a Harley Fat Boy, and now he no longer rides due to an accident. Well, Steve, I'm sorry you shit yourself when you were on the bike. Probably should never do that.
Should never want to poop in motion.
No.
Fucking wrestling match.
Fucking wrestling match? What?
I love his talk. Fucking.
Well, Ride Hard, Die Hard. The Christmas movie.
Yes.
Which a lot of people disagree. They're like, that's not a Christmas movie. I'm like, well, I watch it every Christmas. Fuck you.
The end of the fucking universe, so it's a Christmas movie. That's
always been a debate. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
It's been a debate ever since the movie came out. What you talking about? And everyone goes their own separate ways on it. It's a fucking Christmas movie.
I think it's a Christmas movie.
Damn right it is. It's just as much a movie as Elf, Polar Express and fucking Rudolph the Red-Nosed fucking Reindeer.
I think it's the best Christmas movie of all time.
I don't know. Hold on now. We can get into the best Christmas movies of all time.
Oh, are we? You want to go there?
Die Hard's definitely in the top 3 for sure.
Okay. So what's the best Christmas movie of all time?
The best Christmas movie
You
of
say
all
The Nightmare Before Christmas,
time
and we're going to fight.
is none other than the fucking Christmas Story.
That is pretty fucking good. Yeah.
Number 2, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation with Chevy Chase.
Shitter's full.
Die Hard's number 3. Gremlins is number 4. And so on and so on.
Lethal Weapon.
I mean, see, they made a comment about that show on the radio today about Lethal Weapon being Christmassy.
No?
Yeah.
Watch the director's cut.
Frickin' wrestling man.
No, I'd still put Die Hard above the Christmas Story because I'd rather watch that.
Man, it's just one of those things. Everyone's got their favorites or whatever, and I think that's literally my top 3.
Pete's right. Frosty the Snowman would be an Amber Alert situation today.
Yep. That and Rudolph's friends that takes the elf that wants to be a dentist and they run to the island.
Right.
That one's already got a bunch of controversial and political shit already in it as well that people just completely obliterate every year that it comes on.
There is a good one that I really like. It's kind of an obscure one, but it's a really good Christmas movie that I like. Now, everybody knows who Tom Wopat and John Schneider are.
Yeah.
All right. So,
if you don't, go to the kitchen and hit your fucking face in the freezer door.
Everybody remembers them as Luke and Bo Duke, respectively, and on the Dukes of Hazzard. They did a movie that was a Christmas movie where instead of being cousins, they were brothers. And the movie is called Christmas Comes to Willow Creek. And not only are they brothers, they're also truck drivers. And they had to get...
What's it called again?
Huh?
What's it called again?
Christmas Comes to Willow Creek. And the whole premise is they've got this load of stuff to get from California to the trucking company owner's home where he was raised in Alaska. And they've got to get it there for Christmas. But these two are ready to kill each other all the way through the entire movie. And they end up getting in a fight at the end. And beat the crap out of each other. I mean, not as bad as 48 Hours beat the crap out of each other, but they did beat the shit out of each other.
Right on.
And it was a really good put together movie. You just don't realize it because it's never been really hyped up. And it is available on YouTube right now.
That's where you watched it, wasn't it?
No, I actually remember watching this when I was a kid.
It came out when I was like 7 years old. I don't even remember it.
I remember watching this movie when I was a kid. Are you aware of how hot the girl who played Cindy Lou Who in the live action Grinch movie is? No, I'm not.
I bet the president Joe Biden is when he sniffs her hair.
I know, right? Tyler, you can talk to us after you get the taste of Cheetos out of your mouth. You Cheeto pee-pee sucking person.
Cheeto pee-pee.
He loves the Cheeto pee-pee. All right. So, in Chicago, woman named Elizabeth Connors is in a state of shock because she just gave birth to her son, right? Taylor Morrison, lead singer of The Pretty Reckless. Ooh. And she was Cindy Lou Who? This could be interesting. So anyway, just gave birth to her son naturally, and no complications, right? And was real happy about it until her husband walked out on her. Her husband walked out on her because they had agreed initially for her to have a C-section. And because she decided to have natural childbirth, he yelled in the delivery room, "There goes your vagina!" and left the hospital. The doctor even said if he was worried about her vagina being blown out, he could add a few more stitches to make it snug for him later. No one has heard from him since the birth. And she even said the doctor mentioned that she could get sewn up nice and tight. Messages were left for Larry, but no one has heard from him. In the meantime, TLC is planning to make a reality show based on Elizabeth's life. What do you think of that one? Oh, Givens does not have a comment. Oh, my God. I cannot believe that. Look, they do stitch everything back up and into place, people. For crying out loud. You'll be fine. Unless you're named Tyler. Tyler will never be fine again because he's got a permanent taste of Cheetos in his mouth. Sorry, Fat 420. I'm sorry your husband is cheating on you, Fat 420. All right, Givens, what's the worst thing a woman could do if she catches you cheating?
Wake up with a knife stuck to your dick.
Okay, okay, go for second. What's the second worst?
Get beat in the face with a ball bat while you're asleep.
Los Angeles, California. A woman named Jessica Perez was put into custody from law enforcement because her fiance had decided to step out. And as he did this, there were a lot of different problems that occurred, okay? Well, and I think we covered this before, but we're going to cover it once again. See, he said he fell asleep, figured everything was over. He was caught cheating with a waitress at a restaurant. He said he woke up. Next thing he knew, there was an incredible pain, like being kicked in the balls over and over and over again, except his fucking sack was gone, balls and all. That's right. Jessica waited for him to fall asleep, wrapped some twine around his nuts, made a snug knot, placed herself at a safe distance with the twine still in hand, and yanked like she was trying to start a lawnmower. He said the last thing he saw before he passed out was her taking off with his balls. She's facing 3 felony counts of assault and faces up to 31 years in prison. Charges will likely be reduced as the accused will not go public with his identity. Well, I mean, would you want to admit that you had your nuts ripped off by your old lady?
No, I don't think anybody would.
Well, there you go. And Irene says she was obviously mad. Yeah, you're right.
How do you think John Wayne Bobbitt felt?
Oh, I know, right?
He had to have his dick surgically put back on after his wife cut it off.
Steve's crying. Steve's going, holy shit, my balls.
Hey, John, what's up, buddy? Oh, man, you got off my dick. John, what did you say? I didn't understand. She got off my dick. John, I don't know what you're saying. She got off my dick. I mean, could you imagine being the first person to get that phone call?
Oh, yeah, no shit. Pete says, do not mess with Latino women. He's absolutely right.
Why would you feel bad for Lorraine? I mean, you should feel bad for John.
No shit. That's horrible. All right, so here's kind of the thing where I was going with that is she did verify that he was cheating. Steve says he would cheat on his girlfriend with Cheetos. It's kind of gross. But no, I mean, let's look at it here. Cheat on a girl. All right. Let's put this into perspective. Latino women can be crazy. Here's what I'm dealing with. I have a mixture of Italian, Irish, and Native American. So, knowing that mix, given should I fuck up?
You're doomed.
Should I fuck up?
You might want to walk on a little bit of eggshells. Just every now and then.
Pete, Native American, Italian, and Irish.
You'll never find your body. Ding, ding. Oh, shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not pissing her off intentionally.
No.
Unless I want some really good makeup sex. I mean, oh my God, a good makeup. Oh my God. I can't deny it. The makeup sex is fucking great. Yeah, no comparison, Amanda. I'm sorry. See, here's the thing. It's like the Irish, she knows how to leave the gun, take the cannoli. Oh, God. Look, the Irish knows how to dissect your body. The Native American knows where to bury it to get the most spiritual enlightenment from it, and the Italian knows how to keep it completely quiet. Oh my God. Like Gibbons has already said, he wouldn't fuck with that mix.
No, I wouldn't begin to fuck with any of that.
No. And here I am going, this is what I fell for.
If I had one of those sound buttons that went doon doon doon, but I don't have one. This is the closest I've got.
Oh God. No, I mean, and you know what? The last time we split was on decent terms. It was, we just both needed a break. Thank God we took it, because crazy as she might be, I can't see my life without her. I really can't. And I've watched her through some crappy relationships. And Gibbons, you've seen it too. You've seen a couple of them where she just really was not happy at all, And I need enough of my freedom, and she is we both know it. She's a very independent person.
Yep.
I need enough of my freedom that it works. It works out real well for both of us. And plus, if I get sick of her bullshit, I own my own house and I could drive home. You know what I mean?
Bingo.
And here's what's really great about it. I don't have to worry or question or think that there's anything else going on. She tells me everything anyway. Unlike Tyler with Fat 420, because Tyler tells Fat 420 nothing. Oh my God. Tyler tells Fat 420 nothing. And Fat 420's got to worry, what is Tyler cheating on him with today?
Is that what it's called? Is cuddles?
I guess.
I mean, I like a good chicken parm if it's made 100% correct. So, I mean, maybe I'll come over for dinner and try it.
You got to go to Georgia.
Oh, well, shit. You're going to have to mail me some then.
I
don't have any reason to go to Georgia right now.
You want chicken parmesan mailed to you?
Yeah, just put it in like one of them freezer bag deals and then pack it full of ice packs and mail it to me. I'll just reheat it and let you know.
Oh my God. Yeah, so. Yeah, poor Tyler. Tyler needs to just start being honest with his husband. Wouldn't you agree?
Check it out. She said she just go drive up here cooking for fresh. Yeah, score.
There you go. Oh my God. And it starts in the chat room.
Tyler, what have you done with my Cheetos?
Pete says it was 75 in Atlanta today. Oh my God.
I think it was 52 here in Springfield today.
It was warm enough to ride in Springfield today. That's all I needed to know.
No
one needs to see that. No. Let Steve enjoy.
Tyler likes to see that stuff, though.
Yeah, Tyler would love to see that. Why don't you send that picture to Tyler?
So, yeah, Tyler loves that stuff, man.
Tyler loves anything that has to do with poop. Fat 420 says it was 60 in Pekin and Bloomington. Yeah, I don't know. I had to feed a parking meter in Peoria. Irene says she sent Steve a picture of a turd-filled toilet. Yeah, Steve. She already sent it to Steve. Fat 420. Damn. I don't know, man. Tyler's out there. He says he's at work, but every time he checks in from there, have you ever noticed he's outside?
Right. Never inside to show us anything that at least I would recognize for sure.
Right. He's always outside.
Good one, Irene. You sit your husband's pooped and claim it as yours. Good.
Yes. Girl. So if Tyler's always outside, but he's at work, is he collecting money to cheat on Fat 420?
I don't know if he's collecting money for it, but I think he's out there getting his music scene on and getting his dance music going.
Is Tyler out there prostituting himself?
I mean,
now Steve says that he got the picture that Amanda needs more fiber in her diet or cheese.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, if you ever want to know if you're eating healthy enough, just send Steve a poop pic. He'll tell you.
Yeah. They tell you if anything's wrong. He'll tell you everything by just the look, the color, the
texture,
everything of your poop,
the looseness. I mean, what do you do? Steve is a shit connoisseur.
The next, let's see so my birthday's coming up, and every year for my birthday I get red velvet cake. I make the mistake of eating too much red velvet cake, and then when I end up shitting, I forget what the red velvet cake does to me. So when I go to clean myself at first, I think I'm bleeding anally, to the point where I have to go to the hospital. Then I remember as my wife is yelling at me, "You fucking dumbass! You shouldn't have ate all of that red velvet cake, and you wouldn't be shitting red stool."
Oh, wait a minute. Fat 420 says that Tyler is dressing like Frankenfurter and cheating on him with Randy on Trailer Park Boys.
Wow.
Ugh. What the fuck, Tyler? Why are you doing that?
What the fuck?
And Tyler's still in denial.
Denial.
Tyler does not want to admit that he really did marry Fat 420.
Well, when you say I do, I mean,
that's kind of the end of it, right?
Kind of stuck.
Tyler,
15 years.
Tyler, you need to bend over for your husband and consummate the marriage. That's right. Glue is glue. That's deal glue. Tyler should be ready to receive Fat 420 in the back door. Tyler needs to stop stuffing chickens up his butt too.
There was a porno movie many years ago called Behind the Green Door, starring Marilyn Chambers. Behind the Chicken Coop with Tyler DeWitt is what's coming up next.
Ah, okay. Hey, by the way, how was the family dinner?
What?
How was the family dinner over Thanksgiving?
We ate some good food and watched football, and we all left.
Oh, okay. And why didn't Tyler bring Fat 420?
I don't know, because I think Tyler was with Steve.
Oh, was that what was going on?
Yeah, I think.
Damn it, Tyler.
Yes.
Because, I mean, we all know that you're on your way to being his stepdad. And Fat 420 said that you don't have a problem with him.
No, I don't need any more father figures.
Right. You know, Fat 420 said you don't have a problem with him. He does not understand why Tyler will not recognize that they are married.
I don't know. Maybe deep down inside of his own subconscious, he's really thinking of, a different way to figure out what to say and everything else, but he's still stuck inside that same conscious thought that he's trying to figure out to begin with of what this even actually became.
I mean, he should really just fess up and admit that Tyler should start wearing his wedding band to work. He really should.
I wonder what kind of a conversation. I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall in the conversation when he went to tell Jesse that he was leaving.
Yeah, I got a theory on that though.
Oh,
my theory is that Tyler's Mormon, like the polygamous Mormon,
right?
So really, what he's trying to do is just marry whatever he can marry, and then move them all into the apartment complex where he's at. So he doesn't have to stay in the same bed 2 nights in a row.
It makes me think of that one story I watched, that documentary on that dude that had like 30 wives and
yeah
kids and shit. Was it like Utah or something? The polygamous ranch or some shit.
Yeah. I think Tyler should just finally admit it, that him and Fat 420 are so in love. And they should be happy. I mean, it is Christmas. And the greatest Christmas gift Tyler could give Fat 420 would be to consummate the marriage and to let Fat 420 be naked in bed. And Tyler walks in wearing one of those flyaway baby dolls with the thong. You know what I mean? And
Endless love, baby.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Then Tyler will just walk into the bedroom and move the thong off to one side and squat.
God.
None of us will judge.
I don't know what kind of judging you're talking about, but there ain't no judge.
Pete said, "I'm glad it's late today. I might have just lost my dinner." Oh, God.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Tyler does need to confess his endless love for Fat 420. He really does.
Endless love.
Endless love. Oh, God. Oh, my. My God. Tyler's still going, no. Yes, Tyler. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Fat 420. If you need some help, I'll get you in touch with my girlfriend, and she can help you pick something out for Tyler. Victoria's Secret.
No! Oh shit. That's pretty funny.
Tyler was caught cheating. We have proof, and Steve admitted to it. Fat 420's final thought. He also says he wants my girlfriend and my daughter to help him. Oh my God. I seriously do believe that my girlfriend and my daughter should probably go with Fat 420 to Victoria's Secret so they can pick out a consummation outfit for Tyler. You think Susan would give me the proper measurements?
Maybe. I wonder what's Tyler's favorite color.
I'm thinking orange because of how much he likes having Cheetos in his mouth.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, you know,
Freak.
he loves that Cheeto flavor. Just getting past the gums. Yeah.
You ever wonder if maybe Tyler has withdrawals and he's walking by at people at work and somebody has Cheeto finger and he's like,
Yeah. Tyler walks by and he sees the Cheeto finger. He's like, I gotta go see Steve. I don't know if I should do this or not.
You motherfuckers. Every single one of you. No! Orange is not my goddamn favorite color.
Orange is your favorite color?
No!
Tyler, can you show us?
Don't mind me. I'm just losing my damn mind.
Tyler, can you show us what face you make when you walk by your coworkers at work and they got Cheeto fingers.
Never eat Cheetos again. Fuck Steve and fuck Fat 420. They all can die.
Fat 420 says that Victoria's Secret's too cheap for Tyler. He wants to go to Catherine's. Oh, God. Gibbons, what's your final thoughts tonight?
My final thought for tonight's coming from one of the greatest movies of all time. It's a sci-fi space adventure. And my final thoughts are exactly one word.
Tyler, show us on this doll where you want Fat 420 to touch you.
No!
What are your final thoughts there, Cheeto Mouth?
420 met a good friend and named him Tyler.
I hate both of them. I hate all of them. Fuck! Oh, and there's one of my coworkers.
No means no.
Does he have Cheeto fingers?
Yeah,
no
Tyler,
idea what
no
you're
means
talking about,
no.
do you?
Stop hitting on your coworkers. You're married.
Show us his fingers. Are they Cheeto cheese covered?
Shut up! No!
No. Show us his fingers or you're lying.
Tyler, they're not going to pay you for sex anymore.
No, they're not.
Oh, my God. I can't believe you.
Inside. He fucking just threw his cigarette down and walked inside.
Yeah, Cheeto. That's why.
This has been your Friday night edition of Mayhem Unleashed. I hope everybody had a good time. I know we had a good time bringing you the show. We'll see you tomorrow night again here live. I hope we have a good show tomorrow night, too. For Tim Gibbons and Tyler, Fat 420 DeWitt, I'm TJ Miner, and this has been Mayhem Unleashed. We'll see you tomorrow night. Good night.
I like
What about rubber duckies?